Hello and welcome to Season 3 of the BSR Club Series Crest Glazing and XL Designs here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. My name is Paul Smith, alongside me is Adam Bath with Samuli Kumo on the cameras. And well, it's the start of a new season, new drivers, new teams, so why don't we get to know them? Season 2 of the BSR Club Series was exciting, filled with drama and controversy. There was plenty of exciting side-by-side action and fantastic overtakes. Into the final week there were 5 drivers who could have won the championship, but in the end it was Pete Harrod who took victory in the Drivers' Championship. Welcome to the BSR Club Series Season 3 with Crest Glazing and XL Designs. And well, the returning team champions are CQR. They've got a changed lineup. Gone are Michael Hall, Matt Bunn, and in their place, returning champion Pete Harrod, Season 2 champion. He's back to defend his title. Alex Bristow alongside them. He's the only one left from the CQR team from last season. And joining them, ex-fail race driver and Season 1 champion Maciej Sakharek. Team Mad, they have Trevor Blackburn, Jim Flanagan and Dave Crozier back in the car again in the same team. They'll be hoping for a much better fortunes. Jim Flanagan showing towards the end of the season that he had much improved and that he was getting much better results. Subaru for you are next with Stuart Atkinson and James Leggett, ex-teammates from last season, and joining them is Sean Gardner, new driver to the season, so we'll be seeing how he gets on in the Kia. XL Designs Motorsports are next with Max Wright at the wheel, Alex Everett joining him along with Tobias Olsen. Alex Everett showing some great promise last season when he joined the league a little bit later on, so he'll be hoping for some good results. Championship runner-up Adam Gosling from Season 2 will be joining the Race Hub team with Chaz Draycott and Ben Gregory. Ben Gregory showed some really good promise towards the end of the season, joining the season halfway through and getting some good results. But Adam Gosling, he'll be wanting to fight for the championship. And don't rule out Chaz Draycott, well, he can pull out some good results. Mainland Racing is next with Neil Rocks and Peter Van Gool and Jörg Dankert at the wheel of the car. Brand new team to the season. Neil Rocks last season was a privateer, and he's been joined in together with a team. Peter Van Gool and Jörg Dankert new to the championship. Club 73 next, and they look to have a really strong lineup. Returning are Sam Reed and Clinton Bell, and joining them this season is Piers Pryor. Piers Pryor, of course, winning the first race of the special event that took place between Season 2 and Season 3. He looked to have good speed there, and he'll be hoping for a championship challenge. But Clinton Bell and Sam Reed look to have picked up some pace as well. Crest SVR are next with Jason Rowe, Roy Ververke, and Rick Scott in the car. And well, Jason Rowe, he has got the chance to learn and get more experience in this car and able to maybe move up the field and have a good chance. Roy Ververke, always quick in the Kia. He'll be looking to try and make a challenge for some race wins in this championship. Team Dial-Up are next. Perry Warburton and Ben Warburton from the Warburton's team. They are joined by Andrew Woodhouse. Ben Warburton, 3-time winner. Andrew Woodhouse, a 1-time winner in the Kia Club Series. So plenty of winning experience there, and they'll be hoping for a championship battle this time around. The Richardsons are back with legitimate breakers this time. John Richardson, who was one of the championship contenders towards that final race, 2-time winner in this series, he'll be hoping for some better results this time around. And joining them, Charlie Richardson once again, he'll be looking for a more consistent approach for his championship this time. And joining them, new driver Ralph Richardson in that car, so the Richardson clan all together in those legitimate breakers cars. Gombrog Racing, they're up, and they've got Ian Roskell at the wheel. 2-time winner is Ian Roskell, so he brings a bit of experience to that team. Joining them is Chris Sherburn and Tristan Bodis. Chris Sherburn showing some good promise, and Tristan Bodis pulled out some good results as well, so they'll be hoping for an improvement this time around. Rewind are next, and they've got Martin Baines, new to the season, along with Chris Wood. And Michael Jones, he's was a privateer last time out. He's joining them in that team. They'll be hoping for some good challenge. We'll be interested to see how the 2 new drivers get on, but Michael Jones will be able to pass on some good Kia Club Series experience. Chirpy Bird are the final team. Mark Woodhouse, he's in that team with Tom Stanley and Colin McAllister. New drivers to the championship, new team to the championship, Interested to see how they get on in this Kia Club Series. Tom Stanley is a pretty rapid driver who can do really good things with this Kia, so he'll be one to keep an eye out for. But it'll be interesting to see whether they'll be able to challenge for victories as the season goes on. And finally, in the privateer car is David White, the 108 car, new to the series. So that's the lineup for this season. It looks to be a promising, exciting season. I can't wait for it to start. It all starts at Silverstone International. I'll see you there. So there you got to know the drivers and the teams. We've got a 10-week season coming up, and for all these weeks we're going to be joined by my new commentating buddy, Adam Bath. Adam, great to have you in the commentary box for the Kia Club Series. You have run in this series in Season 1, and certainly it's been growing every season so far.
Well, yeah, and I think that the televising of this series in Season 2 and now into Season 3 has definitely helped the series become even more popular, and of course the BSR Pro Series has definitely helped put this series on the map. And yeah, we were looking at the amount of cars we've got on the track, 39 or so cars on the track running at the moment in the qualifying session, and at Silverstone as well, a fantastic circuit for touring car racing, the international circuit tonight. So I think two fantastic races are in the offing.
Absolutely, and when you look at this this international layout, it's not really used that much by Much Motorsport now, but it certainly does produce some great racing, and of course it's one of the iconic tracks that they used in the Super Touring era in the World Touring Cars, the British Touring Car Championship.
Well, yeah, I think the last touring car series I saw race here was about 11 years ago now. I think the World Touring Cars raced here in their one season here, so yeah, we definitely don't see too much racing here now. Usually done on the national circuit, or or in the case of the BSR the historic layout. So yeah, the international circuit, a bit of an unknown then for this Kia Optima. We'll see how it handles in the two races.
And well, look, we're almost halfway through qualifying already, and well, some of the drivers that we're seeing on the grid here, plenty of BSRTC experience on the grid, even though none of these drivers are driving full time in that series. But also plenty of experience from the Kia Club Series. I mean, you just have to look. Both the champions are back on the grid for the third season, and this time in the same car.
Yeah, Pete Harrod and Michał Sakovic are both at CQR now. Pete Harrod taking 4 victories last season on his way to the Season 2 championship. Meanwhile, Sakovic has only won once and managed to take that victory in Season 1 and the final corner of the final race of the season in such dramatic fashion. Apart from those two, we've only got 5 race winners on the grid, so we'll wonder if we'll see someone new get their first victory in the BSR Kia Club Series in the 2 races tonight. I definitely think that's going to be a possibility, especially with the times that we've seen in practice.
Absolutely, the times that we're seeing in qualifying as well are pretty good times. Pete Harrod currently leading with a 1:23.1. That's an absolutely fantastic lap, 0.2 faster than the next fastest, which is Chaz Draycott. And, well, you're talking about the potential of other drivers coming in and getting race wins. There is a lot of potential on that grid. As we say, ex-BSRTC drivers, people like Peter Van Gool, who have done well in the BCC, and a few others as well that are good in this car. Tom Stanley, I think, could possibly pull out a win or two in this season. Anyone that sort of caught your eye that could possibly get onto the top step of the rostrum?
I'll pick out 2. I think Andrew Woodhouse, current, what am I talking about? BSRTC commentator and a race winner. I think him and Ben Hackerson are the only 2 drivers to take victories in the BSRTC and the BSR Kia Club Series, and Andrew always takes great pride in the fact that he was the first to do that. He's won, and Ben Gregory, who's currently 15th on the grid, he won the Pro-Am Championship back in Season 6 of the BSRTC from memory, only using a controller, and I think since then he has got wheel and pedals, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we'll see what he can do there. He's just dropped down to 16th. So those are my 2 drivers to keep an eye on during the season.
Absolutely. So, as we said, we've got qualifying going on at the moment. Pete Harrod still at the front of that field. A couple of names that we saw doing well towards the end of the season last season. Tristan Bottas, currently in 3rd place. And Ian Ruskell, 2-time winner last season. He's up in 4th place. Season runner-up last year, Adam Gosling. He is in 5th at the moment. Roy Ververke, always a quick driver in this Kia, in 6th place at the moment. And well, look at the calendar that we've got coming up for the season. It's a wide variety of different tracks. We've got some really long international tracks, and we've also got some short tracks like Brands Hatch Indy. That all tracks seem to produce really good racing on this calendar.
Yeah, well, we start at Silverstone National, then next week we head to Spa. You can't really get much different on Easter Sunday, so book that. Brands Hatch Indy, then we go to a really short circuit, so completely different polar opposites there. Then Alton Park Island, before we head on a mid-season break, and then we head to Zolder in Belgium, where we were saying before we went on air, that always provides fantastic racing. Then the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit, the shorter layout though, which the DTM use, that's going to be great as well, before Interlagos. And if anyone watched the BSR TC Pro Series event there from last season, it was absolutely balmy. Then we head to Monza, which saw one of the best race meetings in the BSR Kia Club Series last season, and then before ending the season, Brands Hatch to the Grand Prix circuit in May.
And of course, Donington National as well, to finish it off. No, it's okay, it's fine. I caught you out with that before. So, but yeah, Donington National, it's been the season finale in the previous 2 seasons. And then the previous 2 seasons, we've seen the championship decided in those final races. Last season, 5 drivers could have won that championship. So that just goes to show how close and intense this championship is.
Let me go and write a pen on that page, yeah. Yeah, this championship is very intense, and we saw that in no better fashion than the end of Season 1, where Hakkisen and Sakovic were at it all the way through that final lap before taking the series title on a drag race to the line. This championship is really intense, and I know that from the race meeting that I did back at Charlotte Road back in Season 1, it was the first lap on cold tyres as well. These Kia Optimas are very difficult to control on those overcast conditions. You've got to be very careful on that opening lap. Chances of a safety car are probably going to be high in these first few races.
Absolutely. So, as we're heading in towards the last minute of qualifying, it's still Pete Harrod at the front. It looks like he's trying to give his teammate Alex Bristow a bit of a tour here on this lap. So we may be seeing Alex Bristow moving up the field on this lap. We'll keep an eye on that. But certainly it's the last opportunity for drivers to get in a quick lap. They'll be getting toward being able to set their final lap times. And well, just looking through the field, some of the names that we've been looking out for, a couple of the championship contenders from last season. As I was saying, Adam Gosling, he's now in 7th place. John Richardson, he was one of the people that was contending for that championship last season. He's down in 13th at the moment on the grid. And let's not forget, this season there is a slight change with the reverse grid procedure. We are going to have the Wheel of Fortune, as you see on the Pro Series and on the Kia World Series. This is going to be a bit of a mix-up to what the drivers are used to, Adam.
Yeah, it always provides excitement in the Pro Series. I think it's going to carry over to the Club Series for this season. I'm just trying to find the rules about it there. Of course, we'll spin the wheel, and then that will determine who will be on the pole position for the second race of the evening. 2 20-minute races, as always, in this season. So we're going to see a lot of excitement. And with the reverse grid now throwing up a different number, we're going to be seeing the guys finish at the top, the likes of Pete Harrod, Chaz Draycott and Adam Gosling, fighting their way back through the pack, just like we saw last season. But this time we will not know who's going to be on the pole until that Wheel of Fortune reveals it.
So yeah, so the checkered flag is out. The drivers out there just trying to get their final laps in. Pete Harrod is still at the top with Chaz Draycott in 2nd. Tristan Bottas in 3rd at the moment with Ian Ruskell in 4th. They're all in the pits now. I'm just having a look through the field here. Andrew Woodhouse looks like he's on a lap at the moment. He's giving a tour to his teammate Perry Warburton by the looks of things, but he could still set a good lap time here if he gets his entry into Priory and Brooklands right, and it's all important. Well, Andrew Woodhouse is aborting that lap, so we'll carry on, but Perry Warburton is carrying on his lap, and it's all important, this final Luffield corner, to get that right, get the power on nice, and you think you can put the power on earlier than you can, because this Kia Optima, don't forget, front wheel drive, just understeers if you have too much power on too soon.
We saw that, of course, in the Winter Series a few weeks ago. But drivers were able to run side by side with each other. That monumentally brilliant race 2 in the Winter Series at Silverstone. In the Winter Series, we had cars running side by side for about 3 laps in a row. So even though these cars do have the trait to understeer a bit wide, they still have the ability to run side by side with each other. So that's what makes this Silverstone circuit such a brilliant racetrack.
So I think everyone's now completed the lap, so Adam, why don't you take us through your starting grid?
Okay then, we've got 39 cars in for this first race of the evening. Pete Harrod, the reigning series champion, is on pole position. Chaz Draycott in second, Tristan Bodice in third, Ian Roskell in fourth, Ben Gregory in fifth, and Misakovic in sixth. Adam Gosling in seventh position, eighth it is Roy Ververke, Alex Everett in 9th, and Andrew Woodhouse rounding out the top 10. Clinton Bell is in 11th, Sam Reed 12th, John Richardson will be lining up in 13th, Piers Pryor in 14th, Alex Bristow in 15th, 16th it is Ralph Richardson, 17th Chris Wood, 18th Martin Baines, 19th Tom Stanley, and Perry Warburton rounding out the top 20, 21st Charlie Richardson, 22nd James Leggett, 23rd former BSRTC driver Peter Van Gool, 24th David White, 25th Ben Warburton, 26th Max Wright, 27th Jim Flanagan, 28th Neil Rocks, 30th it is 29th Sean Gardner, 30th David Crozier, 31st Trevor Blackburn, 32nd Michael Jones, 33rd Rick Scott, 34th Christopher Sherburn, 35th Jason Rowe, 36th Stuart Atkinson, 37th Jörg Dankert, 38th Mark Woodhouse, and then bringing up the rear in 39th place, Colin McAllister.
And you can see why I asked you to do that.
Yes, I could hear the engines revving and think, well, I've got to speed this up now.
So we've got 1 second between the first first 23 cars are covered by a second. That just shows how close this field is. It's going to be fantastic racing here. As we get now for the green lights to come on, the drivers, the engines will rise, and this season 3 of the BSR Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and XL Designs is away now with the green flight, and away they go. And it's a good start from Pete Harrod. He's got Chaz Draycott there. He's got a good start as well. Tristan Bodice getting bogged down a little bit, and who's that coming through the middle? It's Ben Gregory. They're through the middle of them into Copse Corner for the first time. Will everyone be able to get through on these cold rear tyres? Are going to come into effect here, but so far everybody seeming to behave through that first corner. Fantastic stuff, but it's this corner now through Maggots into Beckett's where you're really going to start seeing the car sliding about, as Pete Harrod was sliding about, a little lock up of the brakes, and well, everybody really behaving. Oh, we've got a car spinning at the back there. 2 spinning at the back. I'm trying to find out who that is. It's the
McAllister
and White. Yeah, so they're both spun round at the moment, but able to carry on. But so far, so good. They're all going too wide down towards the hairpin at Abbey, and this is fantastic stuff. I don't know where to look at them.
Yeah, we've got 2 side-by-side battles here. We've got Tristan Bodice and Ben Gregory coming together just a little bit there on the straight down towards Bridge for the first time. Ben Gregory ends up coming out in front. Gregory
Stuart Atkinson's out.
Stuart
Atkinson's blown an engine, so he's out. And Pete Harrod side by side.
Oh, he's off.
Wide. He's going to have the inside line though through Luffield here. It's a tight right-hander here, second gear. You want to get on the power as soon as possible on the exit there to carry the speed all the way down the start and finish straight through Woodcut Corner they go. And after 1 lap, it's Pete Harrod who's under intense pressure here from Chaz Draycott. Is going to look to the inside now into Copse Corner. Can he make that move? It's not the greatest place to try and overtake, but it is one that can be done as they're going too wide further back. Magic Sakovic is battling away with one of the 2 of the Club 73 cars.
Into Maggots and Beckett's. Harrod got very wide through, but he's off again. He was wide through Copse, and he's off through Maggots and Beckett's, and he's lost the lead to Chaz Draycott. Will he lose second place to Ben Gregory? He's side by side with him, Paul, as we're heading down towards the Abbey hairpin. This is so close, and Chaz Draycott is away at the moment with Pete Harrod battling away with Gregory.
Yeah, absolutely. Chaz Draycott out at the front. but Pete Harrod able to slot in ahead. Ben Gregory, we've got two wide action all the way through this field. It's absolutely fantastic racing. Oh, I can hear a little bit of contact at the hairpin, and I think we've got a bit of an accident here. There's tyre smoke everywhere, but everyone's still seeming to be running, just missing the one car so far.
I think that was a typical touring car move that might have gone on down there, just a nudge and putting the car sideways down into Priory. That is Charlie Richardson battling away with Alex Bristow. There was a bit of, I don't know whether there was contact there, but they were side by side through that part of the course, and now Richardson side by side with Vegas and gets turned.
Yeah, he's been
back
turned
onto the track. Gets a secondary hit.
That was always going to happen with it rolling back onto the track there, and Charlie Richardson, the one to lose out majorly there. But, well, everyone else just seemed to be running at the front. It is Chaz Draycott who's in the lead, but he has got Pete Harrod behind, who has kept the gap to about half a second, and he's in that slipstream. And, well, on some of these corners, these straights, because it is quite a fast track is Silverstone, you will be able to see that slipstream come into effect, and Pete Harrod now trying to get that car under the rear bumper to try and put Chaz Draycott under pressure.
We'll see what the lap times are like. We come back to the line because this will be Pete Harrod's first lap since making that mistake and losing the lead to Chaz Draycott. Let's have a look at any further battles. Side by side, this going into the Abbey hairpin, Ian Roskell and Adam Gosling. Adam Gosling, as you were saying, the runner-up in the Season 2 BSR Kia Club Series, and behind him he's got Piers Pryor in that new iGlazing Cup this season. Through Bridge and down towards Priory, this tight section to end the lap, and look at that, down the inside, and there's a car off there, but down the inside there of Adam Gosling goes Piers Pryor. Will he try and get it back into Brooklands? Yes, he does. Down the inside he goes, and will he be able to hold it for Luffield? He does just get past Adam Gosling. So that is Piers Pryor up to 6th, Gosling down to 7th.
Absolutely, Piers Pryor has shown that he can pedal a car and do well in it. He's won a mini prize of running a mini championship through his karting exploit, so he is a good driver. He's pretty quick, and well, looking to the inside there, that's well, who was that? That was Alex Everett in the XL Designs car alongside Adam Gosling, and Gosling didn't know what to make of that. And there's the magic man himself, the magic sandwich, Magic Sakovic, right behind them. He's trying to take advantage of this. Magic Sakovic there in 8th place, going down the inside of both of them. We saw this last season, and he's done it again. Fantastic work this time, Magic Sakovic making that move. You've got a Club 73 car going alongside Adam Gosling as well, and well, this is absolutely fantastic. Clinton Bell it is, who's alongside Gosling as they go towards the hairpin, and in front of them Sakovic is under a pressure now. Oh no, he's putting him in his place though, so at the moment it's Sakovic ahead of Alex Everett. Oh, it's all getting a bit close on the exit of that hairpin, because it does pinch in a little bit on the exit there, Adam.
And it's also going crazy at the front, and Ben Gregory nearly took out last season's champion Pete Harrod, and Harrod's going for the lead. Down the inside of Chaz Draycott. Was there any contact there? I do not know. Into Brooklands, now in towards Luffield to end lap number 4 here. It's a time race, of course. 7 minutes in the books already. Harrod round the outside of Draycott. No way through out there, and now he needs to be careful because Ben Gregory is on the prowl. I was going to say, coolness personified by Sakovic through Maggots and Beckett's, and off goes Draycott. And Harrod goes, thank you very much, down the inside into Copse. He's got the lead back, but will Draycott immediately counter-attack on the exit?
Well, he's going to try the cutback here, and he's certainly looking down the inside, but he's going to have the outside through Maggots first, but he'll have the inside line for Beckett's. Will he keep it in there? No, he won't. He'll just hang back a little bit.
Wide again.
The back end, wide again from Pete Harrod. The back end of the car, you're turning and braking at the same time, and it's unsettling the back end of Pete Harrod's car. Of course, they're all running the same setup, so it's just Pete pushing a little bit too hard, and he's lost that lead once again.
And now he's under pressure from Ben Gregory once again down towards the Abbey hairpin. He just can't get a break here, Pete Harrod, in this early stage. Now he has got one. Chaz Draycott runs wide through the Abbey hairpin, and they're going to be side by side as we head up over this hill and down towards the bridge corner.
Contact 64.
Tristan
Bodice. Oh,
and Piers Pryor.
Piers Pryor. That's a massive accident there. And well, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I'll have to get a replay on that one, but Tristan Bodice, he was sent flying round there.
And Pete Harrod's taken the lead from Chaz Draycott down into Brooklands, and Ben Gregory trying to take advantage into Luffield. So yeah, 2 big incidents there. One for Tristan Bodice and the other one for Piers Pryor. And Piers Pryor, who was on the move, he had started in in a 14th place, was up to 5th before the incident occurred, and that's just ended his race right there, and he'll have to try and hope that he gets a good reverse grid position. But look at this, down into turn 1, the battle for the lead resumes. Chaz Draycott versus Pete Harrod. Harrod once again goes wide through Copse and down towards Magus and Beckett's 3rd and 4th place drivers Roskell and Gregory are just watching this, hoping that they both just skate wide and they'll be able to take that 1st and 2nd position into Beckett's, and somehow they managed to get through without causing any further incidents.
Absolutely, Pete Harrod finally being able to get round Beckett's there, keeping the car on the track, and Chas Draycott running onto the grass there. Hey, you don't want to be doing that. He's got his teammate right behind him, Ben Gregory, who we know is pretty quick in this Kia, as you say, Pro-Am driver champion in the season 6 of the BSR TC. Well, we've got more contact further back. Alex Bristow is involved with number 5. That's John Richardson, and we've got further incidents going on as well. And well, one man who's benefited from that is Perry Warburton. And still there's more crashing going on down at the hairpin. It's just absolutely manic. I don't know where to look in this championship. It's absolutely fantastic.
And it all started, that incident down at the Abbey hairpin, was Peter Van Gool running into the back of Jim Flanagan, and in turn collecting the poor innocent John Richardson. So Richardson, an innocent bystander in that.
So on to another lap here. This is now lap 7. And we're about almost halfway here. Pete Harrod in with Chas Draycott 2nd, Ben Gregory in 3rd place, Ian Roskell 4th with Maciej Sakovic in 5th place, Alex Everett rounding out your top 6 with Adam Gosling, Clinton Bell, Roy Ververke and Tom Stanley in 10th place at the moment. And well, it's just absolutely brilliant. It's close, exciting racing. And, well, Ben Gregory running wide there on the exit of Beckett's, and that's going to allow the number 18 car of Ian Roskell to catch up to him and maybe put him under pressure into the Abbey hairpin.
Ian Roskell for Gone Broke Racing then, down towards Abbey in the background, 2 cars side by side there. That is Adam Gosling battling away with Alex Everett. Gosling is through there, so Gosling through in 6th place, but Everett's fighting back straight away. We've seen this countless times now in this first race of the evening. Down into Bridge, who's going to have the upper hand? It is Adam Gosling for now.
Well, you say for now, but looking to the inside there is Alex Everett. Alex Everett we saw come in partway through last season, and he should to have some good pace, and he's going down the inside there through Brooklands, but he's going to have the outside line through Luffield, and well, Adam Gosling just running it a little bit wide, just forcing Alex Everett wide, and that gives him the place finally. So Adam Gosling in 6th place at the moment, but they're falling back from that leading pack, that front 5. And it's costing them time here.
Yeah, that this front 5 of Harrod, Draycott, Gregory, Sakovic and Roskell have definitely pulled out an advantage now. The gap was 2.1 seconds between the front 5, and then it's another 2 seconds almost back to Adam Gosling and Everett. No changes at the front, and let's have a look and see if there's any other further battles developing. Tom Stanley, Ralph Richardson and Roy Ververke. These three are very close on the exit of Beckett's, heading down towards the Abbey hairpin. Ververke in that blue car, the Crest SVR team, coming under pressure from Stanley as we head down towards the hairpin on lap 8 here, and Ververke having to take the defensive line on the inside, and it could be under pressure from Ralph Richardson in the not too distant future.
Absolutely, coming out of the Abbey hairpin then, heading towards Bridge, this iconic circuit is Silverstone, such a high-speed circuit, and look at that, Tom Stanley round the outside of Bridge. It takes a lot of bravery to be able to do that, and well, Ralph Richardson, he's looking around as well, trying to get past Roy Ververke. Roy Ververke, not the easiest man to get past, and Tom Stanley, he just showed that to go around the outside of Bridge, and now Ververke under pressure from Ralph Richardson, but able to block off that inside line into Luffield. But through they go now for another lap, and it's still, well, Tom Stanley now up 9th place, Rob Ververke down to 10th. Further back, we've still got Alex Bristow is still running, by the way, in his damaged TQR car. He's down in 19th place. Ahead of him, Chris Wood and Dave Crozier. That Team Mad entry, Dave Crozier and Jim Flanagan and Trevor Blackburn didn't have the best of seasons last season, and well, they're looking a little bit improved this season, so maybe doing a little bit of work in the off season. At the front though, it is still Pete Harrod. He's not able to break away from Chaz Draycott, which is a little bit of a surprise to me, really, because Pete has shown, especially in qualifying, that he has got the pace of everybody. Maybe he's just taking it easy to look after the tyres, because it is a 20-minute race, and you will see tyres just going off towards the end.
Yeah, we see it in the BSR TC, of course, and yeah, Draycott's not allowing Harrod to get away too easily. In fact, Draycott lapped 1/10 of a second quicker than Harrod last time around, but Draycott unfortunately goes just a bit wide there on Priory and into Brooklands, and then allows teammate Gregory to close in once again, and as does Sakovic. So this battle for second looks definitely on in the final few laps of this race. Back to that move about that Tom Stanley did on Roy Ververke. You won't see that move too many more times tonight, of course, because at a dynamic track surface, the marbles will definitely be building on that outsider bridge, and that will definitely not be in the driver's favour in the second race. We could see them skating off into that inviting gravel trap on the exit.
Absolutely. 7 minutes left on the play clock here, and well, this battle for second place is intensifying. Maciej Sakovic is actually putting Ben Gregory under a lot of pressure there in third place, but they don't want to fight too much. Sakovic looking to the inside of Gregory into that corner, and well, he's got that inside line, a little bit of Rubin, but Rubin's racing in touring cars, and here comes Ian Roskell in the Gronbrook racing car. He's looking busy. He wants to try and get in on this act, but they're dropping off the back of Chaz Draycott. He's trying to make the best of this, let all this fighting go on so he can pull away, but Maciej Sakovic on the inside line round Abbey Hairpin, and well, he's just forced Ben Gregory wide there. Completely legitimate, and he's got that place up into third place now.
Well, that move started all the way back at Beckett's, where Sakovic was able to get that move done on 2 cars earlier in the race, and that move managed to last all the way through to the exit of Abbey, and finally Sakovic was able to get that podium spot. Sakovic, after starting, where did he start on the grid? Sakovic started in 6th. He's now up to 3rd on the podium. Good race so far from the Season 1 champion. What can he do about Chaz Draycott in front of him? Pete Harrod, though, he seems to have started to pull an advantage. Last time around, 124.2 for him, 124.9 for Draycott. We'll see what the lap times are this time around as they come across the line. Pete Harrod's 124.3, Chaz Draycott 124.3 as well, so he's stemmed that disadvantage there for Draycott, but Pete Harrod still has got a 1.1 second lead.
Ian Roskell, he's looking now to try and get past Ben Gregory. He's looking out to the right there, but you're not really going to make the move work into Beckett's. But if you can put the driver off in front, force him into a mistake, as we see Adam Gosling getting wheels onto the grass, and that almost makes him spin round. So that's showing just how easily it is to make a mistake round there. We've got 2 cars side by side. It's the 56 car of Ralph Richardson and Andrew Woodhouse through Beckett's that go side by side. And well, Andrew Woodhouse just having to fall in behind him for the time being. But as they head towards the Abbey Hairpin, Andrew Woodhouse looking to line him up late on the brakes, a bit too late onto the brakes for Andrew Woodhouse. And well, I think you'll be bringing that up on Thursday night.
Yeah, Andrew Woodhouse, he was in about 10th position there, battling away. Unfortunately, just didn't work out for him there. Went in a bit too deep, and that's going to drop him a ton of positions. He's now, well, he's not too many. 15th. He's down to 15th, so hasn't lost too many places, and could be in contention for a reverse grid. 15 is one of the lowest numbers we could possibly get for a reverse grid for race 2, so he doesn't need to rule out all hopes of a good finish just yet.
Absolutely, and well, we've got battling further on. Sean Gardner's just gone past Chris Sherburn for position, so that's further back there. That is the battle for 30th. And well, Chris Sherburn's showing what he can do here. He's behind that Subaru for You car of Sean Gardner, who's looking on the inside of Mark Woodhouse. Actually, there's a bit of smoke up at Luffield, but just a locking brake, and that's something that has been introduced in time for this season by iRacing, is that little rear brake just when it's unloaded on this car, and certainly giving us a lot more smoke, and also affecting the handling of the car as well.
Yeah, usually whenever I see smoke, I think there's been contact, but yeah, it's probably the drivers just locking up just a little bit going into these long 180-degree hairpin corners. Sean Gardner goes a little bit wide there. He was trying to shape up Mark Woodhouse there, wasn't able to get away through just yet. We're on lap 12 here. 18 minutes have been elapsed, so less than 2 minutes to go until we find our winner of the first race of the season. Behind them, we've got Stuart Atkinson and who's that? Jörg Dankert battling away here.
We've got side by side further up. James Leggett and Ralph Richardson. Yeah, they're side by side going through Priory into Brooklands. Oh, look at that late braking dive down the inside of Brooklands. That's going to bring the other cars into it. That team dial-up car that's behind them. A little bit of contact there as well. And James Leggett losing out. John Richardson is coming down the inside now, trying to protect his teammate Ralph. And well, John Richardson, we saw him have that little instant earlier on. He's having to recover. He started, where did John Richardson start? Started 13th. He's now in 13th. So he's made it back. Oh, a little bit of contact from the 61 car of Perry Warburton. But amazingly, John Richardson, good car control to keep that car going. Andrew Woodhouse, just 3 wide there with the 64 car. That was a back marker by the looks of things. Yeah, it was Tristan Bodis just been involved in that, but Andrew Woodhouse making his way past Barry Warburton. He's wanting to get involved in this one. Everyone's just suddenly just deciding, right, we're coming to the end of this race. As Alex Everett, he's alongside as well, going into the chicane. He's alongside the 73 of Clinton Bell, but Clinton Bell staying ahead for the time being. In fact, he made his way ahead on this lap as Clinton Bell. So that's a change of position up to 8th place for Clinton, but Alex Everett not one to give up. He's got a bit of a battered car, but quite frankly, who hasn't? Alex Everett looking to the inside there of Priory, but not able to make that move stick.
He's got a few more opportunities to try and get it done. Alex Everett, of course, the car behind, Roy Ververke, ever present there, and then the car in front of them, Tom Stanley, who's pulled away quite a bit after making that move around the outside of Bridge earlier on. The gap at the front, Pete Harrod 1.6 seconds ahead at the line of second place guy Chaz Draycott. Matt Sakovic in third, fourth Ben Gregory, fifth Ian Roskell, sixth Adam Gosling, seventh it is Tom Stanley, eighth is Clinton Bell, 9th Alex Everett, and then 10th Roy Ververke, but for how much longer? Because Ververke is down the inside of Alex Everett, and that is 9th place taken away from Everett. We'll see if Everett is able to respond though. Doesn't look like he's close enough to get anything done.
I think he's got a bit of damage on that car. I mean, you look at the left side of that car, it's got a lot of damage, and he certainly seems to be struggling these last couple of laps. His lap times are down a little bit, and he has lost a couple of places. But yeah, we're going to get about one more lap after this, because there was just enough time for them to get 2 laps in. So Pete Harrod not quite at the end of this. We've got side-by-side action going into the Abbey hairpin, and it's John Richardson by the looks of things with Andrew Woodhouse. And James Leggett running wide there. Andrew Woodhouse, they're the opportunist, trying to make it down the inside, but not able to make that move stick. And instead, Andrew Woodhouse is having to hold off John Richardson for the time being through Bridge Corner. John Richardson having to hang behind, but he's got the inside line now for Priory. Not able to make it work there.
How many times have we seen those opportunistic moves down into these hairpins at Silverstone International? We saw it almost there with Andrew Woodhouse.
Pete Harris into the pit. He's blowing his engine.
That's
the race leader. He's down to this race. Unbelievable. We just got to start the final lap. We just start the last lap. So it's going to be Maciej Sakovic who's in the lead. So he's got past Chaz Drake on this lap. This is fantastic. Unbelievable stuff. We'll have to find out what happened there. But yeah, Maciej Sakovic, the man who didn't win an race in the last season, he is in the lead at the moment on this last lap, but Chaz Draycott put him under intense pressure. The man who organises this championship, he wants to get a race win under his belt, and he's got a perfect opportunity now as they head into the Abbey hairpin. He's going to look to the outside around the hairpin. That's not really going to work there, Chaz, but maybe he'll try and get the cut back here.
Brilliant.
Getting earlier on the power, but Maciej Sakovic just able to hold that line and to keep him behind for the time being. There are a couple of more opportunities. Maybe not through Bridge, but certainly into Priory and Brooklands as opportunities, and into Luffield. Here we go, into Priory. Chaz Draycott, brakes locking up on the inside. He's going to look to the inside on Brooklands now. This is fantastic stuff. Just not able to hold it at the moment. And well, it's Maciej Sakovic is going to keep ahead. Through Luffield they'll go. Sakovic can't afford to run wide here. He's nice and early onto the power. Chaz Draycott's just going to run out of time as well. Maciej Sakovic, what a turn up for the Bucks here. He's going to come across the line with a win of the first round of this BSR Kia Club Series. Fantastic stuff from Sakovic and Chaz Draycott at the end there. Ben Gregory ended up finishing in 3rd place with Ian Roskell in 4th. We've still got battles going on further back. We've got a car coming into the pits, but let's have a look. Alex Bristow, he's battling away with Dave Crozier over 13th place. Coming through Woodcote here, it's not going to be quite close enough, and Bristow's going to end up in 14th place there. We've had a couple of drivers drop out in the final lap. Ralph Richardson and James Leggett, they dropped out in that final lap. Looks like they got a disqualification there. What happened there at the final lap? What happened to Pete Harrod, more importantly?
And breathe, Paul. Well, yeah, I was just about to report that Draycott had lost a position to Sakovic, but then just as we saw that, we saw the amazing scene of Harrod going into the pits, and what pure bad luck for him. I think if we had just run this race a little bit slower, that his engine wouldn't have blown and he would have been able to have come across the line and take what was almost a certain victory for him. But no, it's not the Season 2 champion that takes the first win of the season, it is the Season 1 champion. Sakovic holding off Draycott in brilliant fashion there to take the victory, and Ben Gregory in third position. What did I say about Gregory? Definitely one to watch. Starting in, where did he start? Fifth on the grid, up to third at the end. Fantastic job from him. Roskell in fourth and Gosling in fifth, and another fantastic Kia race. This car is a brilliant car to watch in the Touring Car Series on a Thursday and on the Sunday as well. And guess what, folks, we've got another race to watch.
Absolutely, it's going to be fantastic to watch that one. So here are your results of that, well, epic race there. Magic Sakovic, who wins the race by 0.2 of a second ahead of Chaz Draycott. Benjamin Gregory in third, with Ian Roskell right behind him in fourth, with Adam Gosling just separated by 0.05 of a second there between Roskell and Gosling. Tom Stanley in sixth place, started in 19th place, a brilliant drive from him there. Clinton Bell seventh, with Roy Vaverke in eighth. Alex Everett ninth place, with Andrew Woodhouse finishing where he started in 10th place. John Richardson and Perry Warburton 11th and 12th, with Dave Crozier, Alex Bristow 13th, 14th. Then Chris Wood, Peter Van Gool, Trevor Blackburn, Max Wright, Rick Scott, Ben Warburton, Jason Rowe, David White. Pete Harrod is classified as 23rd. He did get the car running again. Sean Gardner, Martin Baines in 25th, with Mark Woodhouse 26th. Chris Sherburn, Jörg Dankert, Jim Flanagan and Sam Reed, they were the team drivers on the lead lap, and then one lap down or more, Ralph Richardson, James Leggett, Michael Jones, Tristan Boddice, Charlie Richardson, Stuart Atkinson, Colin McAllister, Neil Rocks, and Piers Pryor we saw go out in that incident earlier on with Tristan Boddice. And well, Adam, that was fantastic stuff there. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It'd be nice to get a word with the race one winner, Magic Sakovic. We'll see if we can grab a word with him in a moment. But well, welcome to the championship. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, I'm out of breath, and I'll just have my hands on my head really for that final lap, just hoping that there wasn't going to be any contact between them. But yeah, fantastic first race. What a way to start season 3, and I believe we've now got the race 1 winner in the commentary box with us.
Yeah, Magic Sakovic, congratulations on the race win. What did you think when you saw Pete Harrod going into the pits on the final lap?
I just couldn't believe it. It's honestly heartbreaking, because we were on for at least a 1-3 and I think a 1-2 for our team. So I'm really gutted not to get that.
But you have got a win to start your championship. It is a good way to start the season, and pulling off a move there on Chaz Draycott towards the end of the race. Just talk us through that, because you had to come through a little bit of traffic there, starting in 6th place.
Yeah, the start was not very good for me. Fell down to 9th, had to work my way back past everyone. And that move on Chaz, I think he just went wide because he was just as surprised to see Pete suddenly pour smoke everywhere. So he just went wide, I snuck up the inside, that's it. Simple move.
Well, yeah, we're going to look forward to the second race. Of course, we've got the reverse grid draw that will be taking place shortly. But you've got to fight your way through. So you've shown here today in this first race that you can fight your way through. What's your hopes for the second race?
I don't know really. Just try and get as far up as I can. It's just simple. There's a car in front of you, overtake it. Do until there's no car to overtake.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is motorsport. Thanks a lot, Magic, for joining us here in the commentary box, and well done on that first win.
Yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy the broadcast.
Well, Adam, we saw Magic there getting the win at the end. Chaz Draycott, I've got to say a special shout out to him, because he did a fantastic job there. He was in there and around to win the race, but weren't able to do it at the end.
Yeah, and that was only Sakovic's second ever win in the BSR Kia Club Series, so yeah, he seems to have taken it in his stride. They sound very calm in that interview, and yeah, Chaz Draycott doing a fantastic job in second place. I think, is he still yet to take a victory in the series?
Yeah.
Car 19, yeah, still yet to take a victory, so we'll see if he can do that in the second race. Of course, the same reverse grid situation as in the BSR TC Pro Series, and I believe that's cars 15 down to 26 are eligible for a reverse grid poll. And let's look at them then. It's Chris Wood, Peter Van Gool, Trevor Blackburn, Max Wright, Rick Scott, Ben Warburton, Jason Rowe, David White, Pete Harrod after blowing his engine whilst leading, Sean Gardiner, Martin Baines and Mark Woodhouse. Those are your drivers eligible, and off screen to you, our cameras will spin the Wheel of Fortune and we will let you know who is on the pole position for the second race of the evening.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've never done this, so yeah, let's take it away and do the wheel spin. And Adam, let's have you call it out here for that reverse grid pole. Some good drives in there with the possibility of a pole position, so we'll have to wait and see where the wheel lands. It's always a quite tense thing when on the Thursday night. It's always tense just to see where that wheel lands. So,
and it's
number 15.
Chris Wood, smallest number possible, and that will definitely help Sakovic's options to get a second win, because only 15 cars are going to be reversed. Chris Wood is on pole, Alex Bristow second, David Crozier in third, Perry Warburton fourth, John Richardson in fifth.
Oh no, I've just remembered what happened last season when we had Alex Bristow on the front row of the grid in the opening round. His clutch pedal didn't work properly and he got stuck on the grid and we ended up with a safety car, so let's hope that doesn't happen today. But what we'll do is we will step aside just a few moments while we get ready for this second race. So you are watching the BSR Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and XL Designs. We'll be right back here, live on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Nick Tandy, what a move. Truex on the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days.
Welcome back to the BSR Kia Club Series, in association with Crest Glazing and XL Designs here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. And well, after an exciting first round of this championship, with Maciej Sakovic taking only his second win in championship history, we'll be looking forward to this reverse grid race. And Adam, we see in the Pro Series, and we saw last season in the Club Series as well, these reverse grid races certainly throw up a few names into the hat for winning the race.
Yeah, because usually when we think of the reverse grid, we think about the drivers that have won the race, the first race, fighting their way back through the pack. But it's most often the time for the drivers that are in the midfield, a chance to shine, the likes of the drivers that will be starting on the pole position, for example. So it's definitely going to be something to watch. We've got two things to watch, and if you throw in Pete Harrod, three things to watch in this second race, of course, with Pete Harrod starting really far down the grid after that engine mishap in the first race.
Absolutely, it's certainly something that he'll have to work on, but it's something that he is good at, is coming through the field in these reverse grids. And, well, it's a smaller reverse grid than what we've been used to in last season, with it being only 15 this first time out. So maybe with him, yeah, he's a little bit further back than that, but he's used to that and can get good results from there, so you never know with Pete. But certainly people like Alex Bristow, he's got a chance here of getting a good result, because he did get involved in a little few scuffles there in that first race, but he'll be looking to get a good result, as well as some of the other runners that finished that little bit outside the top 10.
Well, let's take a look then at the starting grid for the second race of the evening. Chris Wood, he got the magic number and he's on pole position. Alex Bristow is in second. David Crozier will be starting in third. Perry Warburton in fourth. John Richardson will be starting in fifth. Andrew Woodhouse in sixth. Seventh, Alex Everett. Eighth, Roy Paverki. Ninth, Clinton Bell. And then 10th, it is Tom Stanley. 11th, Adam Gosling. 12th, Ian Roskell. 13th, Ben Gregory. 14th, Chaz Drakert. 15th, Maciej Sakovic, our race 1 winner, and then 16th, Peter Van Gool, 17th, Trevor Blackburn, 18th, Max Wright, 19th, Rick Scott, 20th, it is Ben Warburton, 21st, Jason Rowe, 22nd, David White, 23rd, our pole sitter for race 1 and led the most laps as well, Pete Harrod, 24th, Sean Gardner, 25th, Martin Baines, 26th, Mark Woodhouse, 27th, Christopher Sherburn, 28th, Jörg Dankert, 29th, Jim Flanagan, and rounding out the top 30 is Sam Reed. 31st, Ralph Richardson, got disqualified in race 1, as did James Leggett, who will be starting in 32nd. 33rd, Michael Jones. 34th, Tristan Bodis. 35th, Charlie Richardson. 36th, Stuart Atkinson. 37th, Colin McAllister. 38th, Neil Rocks. And then 39th, starting right at the back after that contact very early on in the race, Piers Pryor.
Absolutely, so a few things for us to look out for, and well, Adam, after that first race, who are you looking towards for maybe getting a good result? Maybe not necessarily the win, but somebody to look out for maybe getting a good result in this race.
I think Alex Everett might get a good result in this race, because he was definitely battling away with Roy Paverki and showed great racecraft in that first race. Also, I think Alex Bristow starting on the front row, as you were saying, as long as he can get it off the line like he didn't do at Brands Hatch last season, he could stand a shot as well. But let's not rule out Chris Wood. He has, of course, got the pole, finished 15th in race 1. We'll see what he can do.
Certainly that Rewind car, very distinctive livery on it, but he'll be looking for a good result here, will Chris. So as we're getting towards the end of the warm-up, just get ready for the start of this race, and well, it's a time for the drivers to sort of just get themselves all set, make sure they've got enough fuel in the car, and get themselves settled in for the start of this race. And it is going to be Chris Wood on pole position with Alex Bristow in second place. Dave Crozier in the Team Mad car, he could be a good shout to have a strong race. And Perry Warburton, let's not forget Perry Warburton, he has done well in the past. His teammate Ben Warburton has won a couple of races before, so Perry will be looking to maybe get one over and to get a win under his belt himself.
Yeah, Ben Warburton's got 3 race victories in his BSR Kia Club Series career. See if he's able to get it done here. Ian Roskell has won 2. John Richardson has won 2. Andrew Woodhouse won 1. James Leggett's won 2. And of course, Sakovic taking 2 race victories in his BSR Kia Club Series, the latest, of course, in race 1. And Pete Harrod has taken 4 victories as well. Here we go for race 2, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. The red light is on, the driver's looking to the gantry, and the green light is on. Away we go, and it's a good start from the front by Chris Wood there. Alec Bristow just bogging down a little bit at the start there. So he's having to battle against Dave Crozier, who's going down the inside into Cops. And once again, we're going to look back and just see if everybody can make it through. There's a few spinners. Oh, Ben Gregory's been collected by his teammate, number 90, that's Chaz Draycott. So they all come together there. Oh, there's more contact further back. One of the Ben Gregory's getting involved in that again. Oh, there's big contact further back. The leader's off as well. There's carnage going on here, and I'm surprised that the safety car hasn't come out yet, because there was quite a few involved in the back there.
Mark Woodhouse, Martin Baines, Stuart Atkinson, Jim Flanagan, Neil Rocks, Trevor Blackburn. Quite a few drivers involved, and Chris Wood, our pole sitter, is still stuck at Beckett, so not a good first lap there for the pole sitter. Heading down towards Abbey then, Alex Bristow leads, second is John Richardson, third Andrew Woodhouse. He is side by side with David Crozier as we head down towards Bridge for the first time, 2 by 2 in fact, through this really demanding corner and down towards Priory.
Look at that, Clinton Bell and Adam Gosling right behind them there, so they've made a good jump at the start, making the most of everything that's been going on. And Woodhouse gets collected by Crozier there. Woodhouse stays ahead for the time being. Clinton Bell diving down the inside of that Team Mad car, and Clinton Bell in the Club 73 car is going to make it through there into 4th place. Dave Crozier just getting a little bit of freight trained here. He's lost 2 places and could lose another one because he's got Adam Gosling there, season 2 runner-up, in 2nd place.
Gosling down the inside and into Cops to start lap number 2. The car on the outside, Crozier almost taking a typical touring car line. I tell you who is taking a typical touring car line through Cops. It is Roy Ververke, and 3 wide behind him, Ian Roskell, Tom Stanley and Sakovic, the race 1 winner. Through Maggots and Beckett, they somehow sorted out. It's not over though, bang! And into Beckett. They somehow source each other out there. Sakovic and Stanley, they're still at it though. And Stanley nearly gets forced into the gravel there, but Sakovic is through.
Yeah, absolutely. Using the old shoulder to get through there is Maciej Sakovic. His teammate Pete Harrod is only 3 cars behind him, so good start from him. There's contact ahead. And, we've got a car right across, and Maciej Sakovic is taken out there by the 33 car. And that is Rick Scott who got involved there. So Sakovic getting involved there, and he's dropping back down. And Pete Harrod is a big gainer out of that one.
Yeah, Sakovic down to 16th place, Ververke up to 8th, Warburton down to 9th, and it's still not settled yet as we head through Priory and down towards Brooklands. Oh, there's a blown engine for one of the cars. I don't know who it's for. Is it going slowly? Warburton. I think it's Perry Warburton. Perry Warburton,
he's right in the middle of the track as well. Everybody avoid him. Come on, everybody try and avoid him. And they do, thankfully. All managed to get through. That was a really scary moment. They're still getting involved on contact with the 21 car. Pierce Pryor, who's come from the back of the grid to come up the field. He's now in 24th. So fantastic work from Pete. He's at 23rd now. And Perry Warburton is just crawling to a halt here. And that's a disaster for him.
Oh, Woodhouse and Clinton Bell now going at it for the final spot on the podium.
A car parked at the inside of Beckett's there. Who was that? That was Matt Woodhouse. Almost took out our race leader, Alex Bristow. So getting close there. There's obviously cars that are coming out the pits, getting involved here. But John Richardson is the man trying to chase down Alex Bristow, who's at the front at the moment. But 1.3 seconds between them. They've got a little bit of a break on going on because Andrew Woodhouse has got this gaggle of 4 cars behind him. They're all scrapping away, and it's just giving John Richardson and Alex Bristow the chance to pull away.
Yeah, Richardson was lapping in the 23.5s. That was the quickest lap out of anyone. Down the inside goes Alex Everett on Clinton Bell out of nowhere. And goes Woodhouse. Woodhouse wide into the gravel. He continues. Fine. That is fine for Andrew Woodhouse, but they're still side by side in this battle for 4th.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Clinton Bell barging his way back past, though. So Alex Everett not able to hold on to that for position for too long. And out they go through Woodcote there now towards completing another lap. We've got almost 15 minutes under our belts here. Alex Bristow at the front at the moment. John Richardson second. Andrew Woodhouse third with Clinton Bell, Alex Everett and Adam Gosling in this battle for 4th 4th, 5th and 6th. Roy Verke is in 7th place at the moment with Ian Roskell in 8th, Pete Harrod in 9th, Tom Stanley rounds out your top 10. Just to keep you abreast of things, Magic Sakovic is down to 14th after that little incident at the hairpin there. Oh. And Piers Pryor is up to 22nd now from the back of the grid.
Verke has gone wide in Beckett's, and that's allowed Roskell through, and now he's side by side with Pete Harrod, the reigning series champion, down towards the Abbey hairpin here on lap 4 in a very eventful second race, and he's through. Will he make the corner? Yes, he does. And now it's Pete Harrod up to 8th place after starting in 23rd.
Verke's got a bit of damage on the front end there as more contact further back at the Abbey hairpin. It seems to be a bit where just everybody concertinas towards each other, and well, incidents are plenty happening, but everybody's still running. We've only lost 2 cars, Martin Baines and Perry Warburton so far from this race. Everyone else still keeping going though, as Chaz Draycott at the moment is side by side with Magic Sakovic through Brooklands there into Luffield. You've got the car behind 24, that's Sam Reed battling away with Max Wright, and also there is another one of the Race Hub cars, that's Ben Gregory. So good recovery from Gregory to say he was involved in not 1 but 2 incidents at the start.
Yeah, crazy. He was around at the first corner, and now Draycott versus Sakovic. The hunter is now becoming the hunted here. Draycott leading Sakovic through Cop. Sakovic just runs a bit wide, and behind them, of course, Gregory battling with Max Wright, and Perry Warburton's there back out on the racetrack after that blown engine. Must have picked up, I don't know, we have fast toes in the... Oh, down the inside goes Sakovic. Very opportunistic move there. He always seems to get it done in Beckett's there, Paul, but it's not over yet because Draycott is forcing that inside line through. I wonder if we'll see a move down into Abbey here.
Well, we'll see that for sure, but Sakovic is under pressure as well from behind. Sam Reed is putting him under pressure. Here comes Sakovic though, down the inside. The Magic Sandwich himself is going to try and get that place for... Oh, and, well, we've got the action going on. Everett, yeah, he's turned around there, so incidents are galore happening in this second race. But yeah, Sakovic is through ahead of Chaz Draycott now, and well, Sam Reed is looking to the inside but not able to make the move stick there as Sakovic runs a little bit wide.
And it was Clinton Bell getting into the right rear of Alex Everett. A typical Kia Optima quarter panel there, I think you'll find, and I wonder if that might see a penalty heading towards Clinton Bell for the next race meeting at Brands Hatch.
It's the bane of Alex Simpson's life, is the rear quarter panel as well. We've got the battle is closing up front. John Richardson now, just for information, half a second behind Alec Bristow, so he is closing up that gap, is John Richardson. Oh, it's his teammate!
Oh my
word! His teammate has gone into him! The 56 car of Ralph Richardson has taken the second place man, his teammate out. Well, if that caused a few arguments in the Richardson household, well, it will, because that is a potential win taken away from John Richardson, who is struggling to get back onto the track.
What was going on there? Absolutely incredible scenes here in Silverstone. I'm just watching it back, and he's out of control. He's out of control, Paul. Going through Maggots for the first time. Richardson, he gets a curb, the car's sideways, and there's just nothing he can do, and he hits the side of John Richardson, and wow, that is just something you don't see. Teammates taking each other out, and John Richardson, unfortunately, that's his shot at taking a victory over. What it does do, though, is promote Andrew Woodhouse into second and Adam Gosling to third.
Oh, don't say we're going to have to interview Andrew Woodhouse. We'll never hear the end of it if that's the case. But yeah, he's 3.5 seconds behind. There's 11.5 minutes left. So it's not beyond the reasonable doubt for Andrew Woodhouse to take that win. He's got to get his head down now. He has pulled out a second gap on the car behind Adam Gosling, but Gosling was slightly faster on that last lap. Bristow and Woodhouse, pretty similar lap times that last time out.
The comeback of Pete Harrod is on as well, trying to get past Ian Roskell. Lap times last time around, Pete Harrod's 1:24.0 compared to Roskell's 1:24.1. However, Harrod is a man on a mission after having that win taken away from him in such cruel fashion in race 1 with that engine blow up, and now he's definitely got Ian Roskell right where he needs to be. Out of Beckett's and now through this international section of the Silverstone circuit and down towards the Abbey hairpin on lap 7 here. 10 minutes have been elapsed. We've got 10 minutes then to go.
Oh, Pete Harrod looking to the inside, and he forces Roskell wide. You can try and hold it out round the outside there of the Abbey hairpin, but Pete Harrod fantastic move there to be able to get that done. And we've got a man dropping down the order, and it looks like Piers Pryor is being disqualified. So all that effort of getting up to the low 20s has gone now. He's got himself disqualified. So I don't know what's happened there. Maybe you can check that out, Adam, at some point. But yeah, just going through here, Andrew Woodhouse is under a little bit of pressure from Adam Gosling behind, and he has caught up a half a second this last lap, has Andrew, so only 3 seconds between the leaders.
Well, yeah, Piers Pryor didn't seem best pleased about getting disqualified. It was a bit of contact with Alex Everett that did the damage, and that is the end of his race. And a disqualification in race 2, a crash, a huge crash, in fact, going down to bridge in race 1. Not a good night for Piers Pryor.
So yeah, well, as we say, we've done 10 minutes now, 10 minutes to go, and Andrew Woodhouse has got the bit between the teeth. He's wanted to move up, but another man who's trying to move up, Magic Sakovic, he is currently stuck behind Dave Crozier, and while he's stuck behind Dave Crozier, he's losing out time on Tom Stanley, who's up to 8th place himself. So a couple of places for Tom Stanley he's gained from his starting position, but Magic Sakovic all over the back there of Dave Crozier, trying to make the move into the Abbey hairpin, looking to the inside. We've got cars behind, almost out of control. Chaz Draycott running wide, taking out the 79 car, and well, Sam Reed is the one to take advantage of that, going down the inside of both of them.
Well, great opportunistic driving once again. We've seen so much of it tonight. Sam Reed there going through now up into 13th. Charlie Richardson, I thought, was disqualified for a brief moment, but he's back. And meanwhile, Sakovic is now trying to get past Crozier once again. Through Priory, down towards Brooklands. Trying to get possibly a good line, a late apex into Luffield, the final corner on the circuit before heading through the kink. There's Woodcote to start another lap. And David Crozier in 9th, Sakovic in 10th. Woodhouse, let's have a look at the lap times. Alex Bristow did a 1:25.4, Mr. Woodhouse 1:24.3, so 1.1 seconds quicker.
Yeah, but Andrew Woodhouse is having to keep the hammer down, but then he's got Adam Gosling all over the rear bumper of that Kia up. Andrew Woodhouse under intense pressure here from the Season 2 runner-up, Adam Gosling. And, well, Bristow just sounds like he's having issues getting out of Beckett's there, and he does seem to struggle on the exit there of Beckett's, just bouncing over the curbs a little bit. So Andrew Woodhouse closing up the gap a little bit, 1.2 seconds now as they head towards the Abbey hairpin. This could get very interesting as long as Gosling and Woodhouse work together here.
Yeah, Gosling, I think, needs to know that him and Woodhouse working together to set consistently quick lap times is definitely going to help their chances of winning. Definitely more than trying to take each other out, fighting over second place. Sakovic did get past Crozier in the end and moved down into Copse, so that's him up into 9th position. Pete Howard still in 5th, but let's focus on this battle then at the lead. The gap, 0.8 of a second. It's come down by another half a second or so on this last lap, and we'll see what the lap times are like when we get back to the line to start lap 10.
Bristow locking up tyres there through the middle of Woodcote, and he's running wide over all of that grass creek. And yeah, you're using every inch of the track that you can, but it just says to me that he's maybe working his front tyres a little bit too hard. And as we go further into this race, we've still got 7 minutes to go, and well, those front tyres are going to be very used towards the end. As we see, Andrew Woodhouse again, he was 1.1 seconds faster again that last lap.
Yeah, Woodhouse is coming, and I don't know whether Alex Bristow has got the Jaws soundtrack in his car, because he can definitely see that dial-up entry. Sadly, not the selfie car for this season. Imagine if that was in use for this race, because he'll be definitely getting closer and closer in Alex Bristow's mirrors. The gap now less than 0.7 of a second. I wonder how quick Andrew Woodhouse is going this lap. I wonder if he'll take another second or so out of Alex Bristow, but he's definitely got a good shot here at taking his second win in the BSR Kia Club Series. Took a win in Season 1 at Laguna Seca, hasn't won since then, has come close a few times, but this is definitely his best opportunity to try and get it done. We'll see if it can today.
Sam Reed is going side by side with Dave Crozier just out of the Abbey hairpin. So Sam Reed trying to move forward ahead of Dave Crozier into the top 10. He's going to look down the inside of Bridge Corner, and well, it's not easy to do that. And behind them, Chaz Draycott suddenly catching right up, almost made it 3 wide into Priory and into Brooklands now. But Sam Reed taking that wider line, hoping to hold the inside line for Luffield, and those two run wide, and here comes Chaz Draycott down the inside. He's on the outside around Luffield, but he could get the move done here.
And at the same time, the gap is 0.2 of a second. for the race lead. Is so once again, Paul, too many battles to look at here on the racetrack, and Pete Harrod's just got past Clinton Bell. That's a battle for third and fourth, but at the front here comes Woodhouse in towards Maggers, and Beggars had to get on the brakes there to stop from running into the back of Alex Bristow. Into Beckett's we go then. This battle is on. We've got just over 5 minutes to go. Woodhouse unfortunately doesn't get a good run through the exit of Beckett's, and that's going to allow an opportunity for Adam Gosling here.
Yeah, I was going to say, here comes Gosling. He's looking busy now. He wants to get in on this, and he's looking to the outside there. And Woodhouse, oh, so close to Bristow, then almost made contact with the CQR car. The team dial-up car of Andrew Woodhouse right with them there, and don't forget Adam Gosling in that race hub car. 3 teams in the top 3 places here, and Pete Harrod, well, he's slowly gaining on these guys while they start to battle. So yeah, it may be a little bit too long for him, but well, 4.5 minutes to go. He could maybe get involved in this as Woodhouse runs wide out of Brooklands there, but he's going to have that tighter line into Luffield.
Andrew Woodhouse was fantastic through that Abbey hairpin and managed to pull quite a few car lengths on Adam Gosling, but unfortunately those have all been washed away, and Adam Gosling is right back with him as we come across the line to start lap 12. We'll see what the lap times are like between these 3 at the front, and of course Pete Harrod, who could be an outside contender here. 125.1 for both Bristow and Woodhouse, 125.0, 124.7 for Pete Harrod. Let's have a look then as we head down towards Maggotts and Beckett's. So close once again between these 3, and now into Beckett's, late on the brakes. Bristow still gingerly holding on. The gap between this 3, 8/10 of a second.
It's absolutely fantastic. This is great racing. This is why we watch the BSR Kia Club Series. Tom Stanley, by the way, has got ahead of Roy Ververke as well, so he is up to 7th place. Keeping you attracted there, and well, Bristow runs right. Oh, contact between Gosling and Woodhouse. They all keep going for the time being, but Gosling has got the inside line for Bridge now. Woodhouse has got to be careful here, and here comes Pete Harrod behind. He's catching up to this battle rather rapidly, and with all these 3 battling away, Pete Harrod can sniff a possible race victory that maybe he should have had last race.
Well, here we go, setting the scene perfectly here. We've got 3 minutes to go, so just an estimate of 3 more laps or so of racing here in race 2, and that bit of contact between Woodhouse and Gosling has definitely brought Pete Harrod into play here. We'll see how quick he was on this lap. He's definitely going to be a second or so quicker than these guys as a result of that contact, and it all started really from Bristow running a bit wide into the Abbey hairpin, presenting an opportunity for Woodhouse, and then that contact from Gosling.
Behind Ian Roskell is battling away. He's battling away with Tom Stanley as well, but he's also trying to get past Clinton Bell. At the front, though, they're still battling away, side by side, looking left, looking right, and Andrew Woodhouse. You feel Andrew Woodhouse is just getting a little bit desperate. He wants to get this move done sooner rather than later, and here he comes down the inside now towards the Abbey hairpin. He's got the outside line into the hairpin, but here comes Gosling as well, late on the brakes. Contact Bristow and Woodhouse. Woodhouse goes sliding off to the side there. He's lost the place to Pete Harrod, and here comes Gosling on the inside, and Gosling's going to take the lead. Could he take a race win finally for himself? Pete Harrod going down the inside of his CQR teammates, and Gosling and Harrod, it's like season 2 all over again. They're at the front there, and we've got about 1:50 left in this race. Woodhouse, thankfully, has got going still, and he's down to 4th place there.
I don't think he's going to be very happy there, Andrew Woodhouse, and I think he might have a fair point of argument there. We'll have a look back at it maybe in a minute or so, but we're going to come through to the final 2 laps of racing here at Silverstone. It's Pete Harrod versus Adam Gosling, and once again it is Adam Gosling in that number 2 car driving for Race Hub. Race Hub versus CQR once again. Through turn 1 onto lap 14. Here comes Harrod. Harrod, who started 23rd on the grid, is about to try and get that race win that he should have had in race 1.
Absolutely, Harrod blowing the engine last time out, so we'll keep an eye out for that lock-up of brakes there from Adam Gosling. But Pete Harrod right onto that rear bumper. Just look at how close he gets through that Beckett section, and it sets him up for the slipstream all the way through here now down towards the Abbey hairpin, and he's going to duck out to the left here. Going to try and make that move around the outside, and if he gets the car stopped, which he doesn't, he would have made that work, but not able to get past for the time being, and Adam Gosling gets the cutback and gets that place back, so keeping the lead for the time being as they head into bridge.
Gonna have to hold on for one more lap then. It looks like we're definitely going to get one more lap in before the clock expires here at Silverstone for the second race of the evening, and Adam Gosling sadly will be hoping that clock expires just before he gets to the line, but I don't think he's going to get that. It's 20 seconds still on the clock, and I think they're going to cross the line before that clock expires. So we're going to have one more lap of racing to decide who's going to take the second race victory of the night. Are we going to have two champions taking the win in the opening race meeting of the season? Sakovic, the season 1 champion, did it in race 1. Will Pete Harrod, the season 2 champion, do it in race 2? We're about to find out, Paul.
Yeah, we're on to the final lap then. These two at the front really battling it out. They're so evenly matched here. And like I say, Adam Gosling is yet to win a race here in this championship, so this would be an ideal time to do it. He's got a little bit of damage on the front of that car though, so maybe that damage causing a little bit of effect to his steering, to his tyre wear. Pete Harrod just running a little bit wide on the exit of Beckett's this time around, and that means that Gosling just able to hold ahead for the time being as they head towards the Abbey hairpin now. And well, Harrod not close enough this time by to be able to make the move into the hairpin, but he's maybe going to have a look on the exit there. No, just not quite able to get the drive there. And it's all down to the final few corners in the complex through Prairie, Brooklands and through Luffield. It's all going to be tough, but Pete Harrod now, he's going to set up here. He's going to take a wide entry here, try to carry the speed here, and then you can make the move, dive down the inside, but Pete is staying behind for the time being. So I do believe we could see Adam Gosling maybe taking his first Kia Club Series win, even though he did finish up as the runner-up here. Out to Luffield he goes, and it's going to be Adam Gosling who'll take the win here. Fantastic job from him to be able to take this victory. A little bit of fortune in it, but well, you need a bit of fortune to win, and Adam Gosling across the line takes the win from Pete Harrod. His TQR teammate Alec Bristow finished in 3rd place. Not a bad result for him. Andrew Woodhouse, a bit APD disappointed with 4th place there. We've still got battles going on at the moment, and well, the drivers still sorting themselves out. Neil Rocks at the moment, he's pretty close up behind the rewind car of Chris Wood, who of course had that incident at the start there and fell all the way back there and ended up in 20th place for Chris Wood. So he'll be a little bit disappointed with that, but well, another exciting race. We saw Alec Bristow lead most of this race, but in the end, Adam Gosling the one who took the victory.
Yeah, and what were you saying about Andrew Woodhouse? I think he was just maybe getting maybe a little bit desperate, trying to go for that lead, and unfortunately there was contact in Alex Bristow there, going really crazy in those final few laps and allowed Adam Gosling through. And yeah, he was able to take his first win in the BSR TC. And Pete Harrod, 23rd to 2nd. That's a fantastic job from him. And Bristow in 3rd, Andrew Woodhouse in 4th, Clinton Bell in 5th, Roskell 6th, 7th Tom Stanley, 8th Roy Ververke, Sakovic from 15th to 9th. So the season 1 champion who took the race 1 victory, getting another top 10 in race 2. And then Chaz Draycott, the runner-up in race 1, rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Just taking us through the rest of the field as Rick Scott finally comes across the line there. He's the last of the finishers who are running there. But yeah, so 11th place, Max Wright with Dave Crozier in 12th, who started in 3rd place. And maybe he'll be a little bit disappointed with that result. He would have hoped for a better result than that. Ben Gregory did well to still be running, because considering that he had 2 big incidents at the start there around Copse and on the exit of Copse, finishing 13th. Peter Van Gool finishing in 14th place with Alex Everett 15th, Sam Reed 16th, Tristan Bodis 17th, David White in 18th with Jason Rowe in 19th. Pole position man Chris Wood finishing in 20th place with Neil Rocks, Chris Sherburn, Michael Jones, Jim Flanagan finishing 24th, Jörg Dankert finishing in 25th, James Leggett in 26th, with Colin McAllister finishing that race. So good to see him get his first result of the season with Rick Scott in 28th. And the cars 1 lap down or more: Matt Woodhouse, Trevor Blackburn, Stuart Atkinson, Sean Gardner, Charlie Richardson, Piers Breyer, who we saw having a few incidents, John Richardson and Ralph Richardson not able to finish the race. So yeah, those two not having the best of times, crashing into each other. Ben Warburton, Perry Warburton and Martin Baines there at the back. So well, once again, fantastic racing there, and Another good win there, and well done, Adam Gosling, his first win in the Club Series.
Yeah, fantastic job for him to get his first win in the series, and who knows, this could set up a championship run for him. Of course, he came second place last season to Pete Harrod. I'm sure he'll be eager to get that title, and maybe a win is the catapult for that, of course, because he didn't take a win last season. His first win in the BSR Kia Club Series, maybe that's the catalyst perhaps to get him that first title in the BSR Kia Club Series.
Absolutely. Well, while we wait to see if Adam will be joining us, I just want to catch a quick word with the man who finished in 5th place, and Clinton Bell. You started in 9th place and finished 5th, so an improvement from your start. Can you just talk us through your race there?
I had a really good start, got about 3 places I think, sort of settled down to a little bit of a battle. I want to say sorry, I think it was to Alex Everett. He sort of went past me and I tried to cut back and clipped him, so I'll say sorry for that. But apart from that, good race.
Well, the first race as well for yourself. Just talk us through this week for you. Is it a good solid start for yourself for the championship assault for yourself?
On a personal note, yeah, 2 top 10s. I'm really happy. Team-wise, I think the amount of laps we've been practicing, we were hoping for a lot more from 3 of us. But yeah, good start for myself.
And just quickly, anyone you want to give a quick mention to?
Just Sam and Piers and a couple of people that I know that are watching, and Daryl and his girlfriend Pigtails.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Clinton, for the race, and well done there, Clinton.
Cheers, mate.
Well, Adam, what we'll do is bring in series organiser, and Adam, take it away. Chaz Draycott's with you.
Yeah, Chaz Draycott's here, and so close to taking a race victory in race 1. How was that from your perspective?
That was really, really exciting. It's exactly what we wanted the season to kick off on. It was just such a high. It was just a shame that for the second time at Silverstone I've lost out on a race win on the last lap over the last 2 seasons. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. It was exactly how you wanted it to go.
Well, you saw the engine blow up, I presume, with Pete Harrod in front of you. Did that distract you at all, or was it just your own mistake that allowed Sakovic through to take the win?
I will hold my hand up and say, yeah, I was genuinely distracted by the engine blowout. I missed my braking point as I turned left into the corner after bridge, and then that was it. And unfortunately, Magic got through. But it's nice for Magic to take a win, though, because to think that he won season 1 and then he was in the contention for season 2, and he only had 1 win under his belt's awesome.
Well, we've had 2 fantastic races Silverstone tonight. This definitely sets up to be season 3, the best BSR Kia Club Series season ever.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, as you might have commented on, I'm not sure yet, I've not watched it back, but the whole fight between CQR and Race Hub I think is going to be pretty immense over the course of the season, because if you look at both podiums, both times it was CQR and Race Hub cars filling out the podium, so maybe it'll be a close one over the course of the season.
Yeah, 1 win between them already. The fight is on. Great to talk to you as always, Chaz, and we'll see you at the next race meeting, which is at Brands Hatch.
Indeed it is, and shouts to Adam for the win as well. He's a good lad.
Brilliant. Cheers. Yeah,
I was going to say, what we'll do is we'll bring our race 2 winner, Adam Gosling, in. Congratulations on the win. You started on place, so you had to work your way through. Just quickly talk us through how it went for you.
I struggled at the start. I don't know what I was doing.
But like I say, you're having to fight your way through, and well, able to make it work, and able to hold off Pete Harrod at the end as well.
Yeah, that was close. Luckily, there was contact between, I think it was Bristow and Whitehouse, maybe.
Andrew Woodhouse, yeah.
Yeah, that gave me the lead just about, and just about hung on to it.
And just finally, you finished runner-up last season. Is this a good start for yourself into this 3rd season?
That's my first win in the entire thing I've been in it, so it's a good start at least.
And anyone you want to give a quick mention to while you're here?
Shout out to the YouTube viewers who probably aren't watching.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Adam, on the race win, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, Adam, anyone that we've seen, sort of like Ben Gregory and Michael Jones and Tom Stanley down there. Anyone you want to have a quick word with, maybe, just before we finish off?
Can we have a quick word with Ben Gregory?
Yeah, let's bring Bren in, because he was involved in that incident, and take it away, Adam.
Yeah, Ben Gregory, the Season 6 Pro-Am champion of the BSR TC, joins us in the commentary box. A pretty good night for you. Ben, you got a podium in race 1 and just outside the top 10 in race 2.
Yeah, that first race went almost perfect for us three actually in race up. We were running quite well together, trying to be a gun for Chaz as well, with Magic just coming screaming through the field. That second race, just that first corner incident really slowed me down, just the damage and everything just felt a bit like, oh.
You won the BSR TC Pro-Am Series with a controller, but you're now racing with wheel and pedals. What's the main difference between the two?
Mainly just the sort of feel you can get with the car. Like, I can definitely tell how much I've got grip left, what's going wrong, where the bumps are. It's actually a lot better, and a lot better input as well.
Next week, then, we head to Brands Hatch. We head to the big Spa circuit, I do believe, for the second race of the season. Completely different to Silverstone. How's the car going to be set up differently to this?
Well,
to this race?
Not set up differently so much as driving differently. But I don't know, I think it's going to be a lot more about rhythm, especially in some of the faster corners, holding that momentum.
Okay, brilliant to chat to you as always. Ben, anyone you want to send a quick shout out to?
I would definitely say just everyone in those races. Everyone was fantastic, pretty damn respectful, and yeah, thanks for making it such a good, fun race.
No problem. Cheers for talking to us, Ben. We'll see you at Spa, and yeah, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ben Gregory there. Been an eventful time, shall we say, in that race. And well, just to sum it up, 2 races, both instant packed and plenty of great racing. And well, Spa, it's another track that brings on good racing, and certainly one to look forward to next week, Adam.
Yeah, it always helps when we have fantastic battles for the lead, and today we saw 2 of them. Pete Howard in the lead and losing it there in a fantastic battle between Sakovic and Chaz Draco for the lead in race 1. And then race 2, it could have been anyone's really, between the likes of Gosling, Harrod, Bristow and Woodhouse, and in the end it was Gosling taking the win there. But Spa next week, yeah, well, where do we start really? We've got the run up to Lake Com. We've got Eau Rouge, which in the BSR TC has caused quite a few big incidents in the past, especially if it's overcast conditions, which definitely does happen, especially at the Ardennes Forest at Spa, and then of course the many famous corners that occur throughout the laps. So 2 more races, and after what I've seen tonight for my first race meeting covering the series, I can't wait for it. It's on Easter Sunday as well, so what could be better?
Absolutely. Get your Sunday race done, get settled down in front of the screen and watch the fantastic racing here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Well, that has been the first 2 rounds of the BSR Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and XL Designs. I've been Paul Smith, alongside me Adam Bath and Samuli Kumo on the cameras for you. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye now.